David said in the 31st division of Psalms, I've heard the slander of many. Fear was on every side while they took counsel to take me out and devise a way to cut off my life. But I trusted in thee, O Lord. And I said in the midst of all they were doing, thou art my God. And I concluded my times are in the Lord's hands. Deliver me from the hand of mine enemy and from them who pursue me and persecute me. Tonight I want to talk for a moment about in times like these. In times like these. The genius of the spirituals that were crafted by our people is that the spirituals allow us to stand and articulate emotions, different emotions, while occupying the same space in time. For instance, the song, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows but my Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, glory, hallelujah. That song is both a celebration and a cry, occupying the same space. Our lives as black people in America are much like the spirituals that we created. We have to view life with a kind of Hegelian duality, having different emotions while occupying the same space in time. For instance, 55 years ago, 1955, we were celebrating and crying in the same space. 1 year earlier, Brown versus Board of Education had passed in 54, and then a subsequent decision in 55. But in the same space, as we were celebrating the end of Plessy versus Ferguson, we were made to cry over the brutal, vicious death of Emmett Till. A death so horrible and horrifying that his own mother said, I won't close the casket. But I'm going to make America, I'm going to make the world have to see what racism will do when it's pushed to the nth degree. And some writers said that it was Rosa Parks seeing that picture that decided she had to sit down that we might stand up. Different emotions occupying the same space in time. August 28, 1963, different emotions occupying the same space and time. Martin Luther King opens his speech. Most of the time during that his birthday, we don't teach this. The first 16 and a half minutes was not about a dream. It was about a nightmare. About a check that kept coming back, marked insufficient funds. It was a warning. He said, don't be fooled and think that this is just a moment of discontent. But then, as he closed, he articulated a dream. Different emotions while occupying the same space in time. Despair and hope at the same time in the same speech. And we have had to learn, Carolyn, to exist with what W.B. Du Bois called dual consciousness. If it wasn't for God, we'd be crazy. If it wasn't for the Lord. Because the social reality has forced us to live in a kind of constant schizophrenia. Oh, God, help me tonight. And I would submit that the times we are in now are no different. In times like these. Think with me for a minute. We've had the euphoric, powerful transitional epic election of President Barack Obama. What a moment in the country that once legally identified black people as subhuman. 350, 250 years of chattel slavery, not just slavery, but chattel slavery, which means that human beings were seen as nothing more than property. 100 years of Jim Crow based on evil science and sick sociology and heretical theology. All the sacrificing, all the tears, 400 years of black mothers having children and praying, even when they had been raped by white men, maybe you are the one. Then God raises up a man-child from a white woman in Kansas, impregnated by a black man from Africa. Immigration at work. Man who got himself together because, you know, he was wrestling with that duality himself, you know. You know Michael Jackson, am I black, am I white, you know, whether I fit in. But when he got himself together, he says in his own book, Harvard lawyer, turned organized, could have went anywhere but went back to the streets, who ran a campaign of hope against doubt and hate, who took more than any other candidate has ever taken, and even won North Carolina that had not gone blue since '76. But he won on the 37 counties out of 100 counties in a state that's 3-to-1 Democrat. I'm not partisan, I'm just talking. Became president of the United States with only 2 southern states voting for him, even though all of the southern states in the former Confederacy are registered Democrats. And Florida is not really southern because now of all of the transplants in the migrants, they come there. And yet he won! Was able to go back to synagogue and walk out of the same door that was called the door of no return when the slaves went out, turn around and walk back in as president of the United States. No wonder Supreme Court Chief Justice Roberts, with his conservative credentials, stuttered when he gave the oath. He never in all of his life believed if he made it to be Chief Justice of the Supreme Court that he would be given the oath to a black man.